So aside from the Houston Texans beating the Dallas Cowboys, and first of all, Dallas Cowboys, shout out to you for continuing to be one of the worst fan bases I've ever seen in my life. You guys rock the jean shorts. You guys rock those ugly ass Jordans. Oh my gosh. Cowboys fans, you deserve this loss. I don't care if it was a preseason, a regular season. I don't care if we even passed you in traffic. We're always going to be ahead of the Dallas Cowboys. Like I said, the Dallas Cowboys, they wipe back to front. Dirty birds themselves, they are. But aside from that, the Houston Texans did something that we've been, talking about for the past week or so. We've been discussing the possibility of of Titus Howard being moved to left guard. And we saw that, in the game where he started at left guard. But before that, what also kind of helped our, confirmation of this was that Laremy Tunsil tweeted a video of a left tackle guarding a player, and the left guard coming and just absolutely demolishing that defender, tagging, Titus Howard as if saying like, hey, this is going to be us. Titus Howard replied saying soon, and then he gave the all year type of stuff, like all year, and, kind of reiterates that he is being the left guard. Now, first of all, that tandem of Laremy Tunsil and Titus Howard, I think, can be dynamic for the Houston Texans. There's nobody who I want better than to teach Titus Howard than Laremy Tunsil. Laremy Tunsil, guys, he was worth, all that, all the draft picks traded from. This dude is solid, and no matter who our quarterback is, they're going to be protected, not only because Laremy Tunsil's there, but now Titus Howard is there. Titus Howard, the touchdown that Mark Ingram scored, the third down that Mark Ingram converted, he went through the hole of Titus Howard. We know that Titus Howard is versatile because he played left tackle, he played right tackle at Alabama State. So we're used to seeing this from Titus Howard. We heard a lot of the versatility talks at training camp, and now we saw it into fruition. I thought he played pretty good at left guard. The real challenge will be this third preseason game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, where, most of the starters are going to play. David Culley said himself that he wants to, have the starters play for most of the, first half and into the third quarter, maybe a drive or two. But, we're going to see much of a sample size there. And then on to Charlie Heck, who, played another decent game at right tackle. Granted, it wasn't a preseason game, but he showed that he could, be something there. There is potential where you could think that Charlie Heck could be, the starting right tackle for the Houston Texans. And first of all, once this was all said, a lot of fans were immediately like, why the hell was this happening? Titus Howard isn't a guard. He is a tackle. Why are we moving? I'm sick of versatility. Why is this happening? You're screwing up the offensive line. And at first, that was me. I'm like, why are you moving him to a position where we know he's going to be good at, but leaving, Charlie Heck out there on the island by himself? And, a part of that is me not having too much faith on Charlie Heck. That's only because this is his second year in the league. But if we're going to try it out, why not do so? Because the worst that could happen is that you move Titus Howard back to right tackle. That's the worst thing that could happen. Let's not forget the players you have coming back from injury. Lane Taylor and multiple time Super Bowl champion Marcus Cannon, who played right tackle. Plays right tackle. There's a lot of upside to moving this offensive line because you can. And that is one of the reasons why I love the hiring of Nick Caserio. I'm starting to come around with the hiring of David Culley because they have brought competition in, and also, guys, they are still dealing with the abysmal job that Bill O'Brien did. Bill O'Brien left this team with no draft, with no draft capital, no money in the offseason, a 4-12 team, a defense that's absolutely depleted, and, an offensive line that wasn't really good. They took all that. They bring in James Cadman, who I think he himself has done, a job that has been miles ahead of what Mike Devlin has ever done as the offensive line coach for the Houston Texans. But they brought competition and they brought depth in. If Bill O'Brien's still here, Roderick Johnson is still on this team, as is Keon Crossen. But because we brought in players like Lane Taylor, playing that Marcus Cannon, we get rid of the guys who we know are not good, and that's so refreshing to see because we know that there was Bill O'Brien guys. We know that, and we knew that that other players weren't gonna get the time because of we heard that multiple players did not like Bill O'Brien, Jalen Strong, Kiki Kuti, Brandon Brooks. There's a reason why Ben Jones left. All this stuff plays into playing time. If the head coach played favorites, if he plays favorites, that's not a good way how you become a competitive football team. Now, what James Campman and Nick Caserio are doing, they are taking exactly what Bill O'Brien did and switching everything around. And that's how I think they should go because you do not know what you have. What if you put Titus Howard at left guard and is very successful? And what if Charlie Heck is decent? You still have Marcus Cannon. You can leave Titus Howard there. And then you can work on building through the draft or building through free agency, which Bill O'Brien also neglected to do. There's many things you could do. We're changing around, and it's just a sign that the Houston Texans are trying to win, and a sign that us fans need to be happy about. Because I said it in a rant last year that I was tired of us being the damn same. I wanted to see change. I wanted to see stuff moved around. It looks like the Houston Texans are doing it, and it looks like it's working. So we'll see how it goes this Saturday against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But let me know what you guys think. As always, go Texans. You guys have a blessed day.